It's a lot more difficult than weaning someone off of like Lexapro. How we get reimbursed for our visit, log in, but this is what it looks like. Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video, welcome back to another vlog. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jasmine. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about my psychiatric nurse practitioner job. I am in a bit of a rush because I have my first and only appointment of today. And I think I'm going to talk a little bit more about the realities of being a psych nurse practitioner because I did graduate and I passed my boards in September of 2023. So I'm fairly new to the process of building my patient panel right now. The first thing, I wanted to talk you through kind of how I essentially conduct my appointments. So today I have an appointment in just a few minutes, but the first thing I like to do, and I believe it's a mandate, is check something called cures. And I'll show you what the website looks like. I obviously can't show you once I log in, but this is what it looks like. It stands for the Controlled Substance Utilization Review Evaluation System, and it's essentially just checking if patients are provider shopping. So let's say, for example, I am prescribing like Ativan to a patient. If a patient tries to get it from another provider and fills the prescription, I can see that they have and raise that concern with them. So that is what that is, and I have to upload it to their chart so that they know that I actually went through the chart and I had documented that I cross-checked that this is a patient who is abusing medication. So yeah, so I just checked my patient. She does not have anything pulling up, meaning essentially that she does not use any controlled substances. So let's take, for example, one of my patients is on an antidepressant like Prozac. That's not considered a controlled. So let me go ahead and upload this to the documents. That way we are able to see that and they don't have any issues. So yeah, most of my work is via telehealth. I don't know why I said it like that. Telehealth. I sometimes do in-person office visits. I feel like more so now more than ever, patients are choosing to do the telehealth option because, you know, it's a lot more convenient. The only people that I've seen have problems with the Zoom is people who aren't necessarily as tech savvy, so more so our older generations that are coming in for the anxiety and depression. And that's what this practice does primarily focus on, is anxiety and depression, which I personally liked because those are the disease processes I'm most comfortable with, especially seeing it quite often in a private practice, and that's where I did most of my training at. So I'm gonna go ahead and I like to pre-chart. Essentially I just read what their last visit was, what they're taking, if I need to increase this medication, if they're feeling okay. That way all my documentation is up to date and I don't have to necessarily keep going back and forth. So yeah. I will talk to you a little bit more after my visit. I don't normally, okay, my thing is over here, so I don't normally try to unmute it because just in case they somehow make it past the waiting room, they might hear like my background noise, and sometimes I either have music playing or something playing and I just feel like it would be super awkward. Another thing, and I have them written here, these are our billing codes, so how we get reimbursed for our visit. So today I will have a follow-up appointment, so these are the codes that I plug into the chart so that we get reimbursed by the insurance. So I don't think there's a need to necessarily change the medication as of right now, since you're already experiencing the therapeutic effects. So I just finished my call. I'm just gonna do some documentation. Prozac can sometimes be an activating antidepressant. I didn't want to raise it because sometimes people with anxiety, it can also cause, what I mean by activating is sometimes it can give you like an energy boost. So some people like that because it helps with the depression, it gets them out of bed, it gets them motivated to do things. But with that, it can also be too much for some patients that are experiencing anxiety. But since she's doing well on it, I do not want to, I don't want to change it. And off of Prozac is a lot more difficult than weaning someone off of like Lexapro or Zoloft. Obviously there are things like life circumstances, family, friends, relationships that impact people's mental health as well. You're sitting on my water bottle and I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna turn off my heater, hold on. I started this job pretty recently, and something that my preceptor had also told me when I was going to start my first NP job was don't essentially save a bunch of money because your patient load won't be that high when you first start, which is true. But at this job, it's kind of, it's a small business, so with a private practice, I feel like they try to like teeter the line to like save money financially, and they have me as a W-2 worker, but they are working me like a 1099. So I had spoken to my colleagues about it, and they just said that we should be paid hourly since we're W-2 and that's what our contract states, as opposed to clocking in and out as if we were a 1099 worker. So that being said, it's kind of difficult just because of the fact that if you clock in and out for patients, like let's take for example this patient, It's only a 20-minute call, so it'd only be like like a very small percentage of my hourly rate, which is difficult because of the fact that I had blocked this whole Wednesday for 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And what I could have done is, I do have another job and I could have put those hours towards that instead. So that's what I'm dealing with right now, and it's very difficult because of the fact that obviously financially we are paying for a wedding and we're trying to earn and save, and it's difficult when the income fluctuates. So that's what I'm dealing with. On a high note, I'm essentially done for the day. I don't know what else I'm going to do. I think Alex still has a meeting, and working from home is really nice, obviously, because of the fact that we're able to eat lunch together. We don't have to save, we don't have to spend on gas, and essentially Alex is like my coworker because he's in the other room. You could also probably hear that we're doing some laundry. But overall, the experience has been good, but it is difficult in terms of finances because of the fluctuation in patient load. And they said it does change over time as you start to build your patient panel, but it should be different for W-2 as opposed to 1099. 1099 meaning you're an independent contractor and you pay taxes at the end of the year, as opposed to W-2 where you're hourly and then they'd already deduct it from your pay. I think that's what's interesting. But anyway, I don't know what else we're gonna do today, but if I don't talk to you guys later, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you have any questions about working as a nurse practitioner in psychiatry, let me know. Shoot them down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.